Greetings, creatures of the night, and welcome to Does It Goth, the show where we evaluate a different subject each week through our gothic-based quiz. We ask 10 questions to see if someone or something is or is not goth. Basically, for every question we answered yes, the subject earns a point. The more points, the more goth we deem the subject.
As always, 0 to 2 points is a dabbler, 3 to 5 points is dark, 6 to 8 points is gothic, 9 points is full-on goth, and all 10 points gets you the title of Creature of the Night. Let's reveal today's potentially gothic subject, and it is none other than the death dealer from Underworld, Selene.
Now, Selene is a character and the main protagonist of the Underworld film franchise, in which she is portrayed by Kate Beckinsale. The character is introduced in the first film, Underworld, as an elite vampire assassin known as the Death Dealer who hunts down the Lycans for allegedly murdering her family. She becomes attracted to a human named Michael Corbin, and upon discovering that her sire and adopted father, Victor, was actually responsible for the death of her family, defects from the vampire clan. So, it brings us to our very first question, Mr. Will. What does Selene wear? Does she wear mostly black clothes? That is the question at hand.
Absolutely. She is known for wearing that, what would that be? Would that be latex catsuit?
I would say so, yeah. It definitely looks like latex, if not like faux leather.
Yeah.
But knowing a vampire, like thinking about vampires, definitely latex.
Mm-hmm. And then also she has the corset and the jacket. So yes, it's all black on black on black.
Right, and not only just black on black, like matte black, but shiny black. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
If there was a vampire that wore it best, I would say Selene is top 3, like honestly. Now, does Selene rock gothic fabrics?
Yeah, like I said, the catsuit is primarily PVC, I think, and then she wears a leather coat on top of it, so she mixes it up a bit.
She's got the gun harnesses and everything in there too. Like the fact, I mean, yeah, sure, it's gun harnesses, but the fact that she's wearing harnesses in general, you know what I mean? Like that's pretty damn gothic. I feel like Selene's gonna be an easy one here.
Yeah, we'll see. We've had some curveballs in the past. We got to go through all of our questions.
Question 3 is: does Selene have black or alt-colored hair?
Now, again, are we saying it's black just because it looks really, really dark brown?
Right. It's a good question. And as you guys can see in these photos, Selene's hair is pretty black, you know? And like, there's some lights where it kind of looks dark brown, but I think all in all, her hair is pretty black. Jet black, like a Yennefer or a Wednesday Adam, maybe not. But dark enough to consider a gothic black, I'd say so.
Okay, we'll give her that one then, because I don't think she's going to be getting question number 4, which is, does she have a gothic or alt hairstyle? And I gotta say, not really.
Not really.
It's just kind of a natural, like, you know,
lit down the middle. Yeah. Like a bob, you know, and it's not necessarily chopped. It's not necessarily teased. She's kind of just got this relaxed bob that looks vampiric, but not necessarily gothic. So I'd agree with you. She just.
I mean, when you're an assassin, you can't really be that.
Right.
You know.
Hey, let me stand out and tease my hair up.
Yeah, exactly. You don't want to have 3 foot tall hair when you're on the hunt for a monster.
Right. Exactly. What's the 4th question? Or the 5th question? Sorry.
5th question is: does she have any tattoos now? From what I can recall from the first 3 movies, I don't believe she does.
Yeah, I don't remember seeing any tattoos, any symbolism on her body at all.
And to be fair, I don't think I've seen the last Underworld movie. I don't even recall what it is. I mean, I've seen, 1, 2, Rise of the Lycans, and the 4th one. I think there's been 1 or 2 since then. I have not seen those last ones. So maybe she gets some kind of body art done in that one. But as far as I remember from the first movies, no, she does not have any tattoos.
Now, with that being said, if you guys know that she has any tattoos, or you can prove that she's got any tattoos, please internet comment in the section below, just so we can know a little bit more about Selene, and so everybody else can see more about whether she has a gothic tattoo or not. Anyways, Question number 6. Does Selene gothically accessorize?
I think we can give this one to her because, we have our little guide here that we've made up of what qualifies as, answers to these questions. And she does have a corset.
Right.
She does wear a harness.
Right.
And she does have at some point have that necklace that's the key to the alpha werewolf cell. So I think we can give her this one.
Yeah. I think she deserves that one. Okay.
I agree.
And
it might not be the traditional, accessorizing of, rings, bracelets, and things of that nature, but I think she has enough that we can cross this one off the list.
So does Selene wear gothic makeup styles at all?
I'm going to say no, because again, similar to the hairstyle question, when you're, a warrior, you're an assassin, nothing wrong with looking good while doing your job, but when you're trying to blend in, you kind of want to just have a very basic look going.
A little caveat from the current episode, but you know who would be a great addition to this show? Do you remember Zoolander? You remember Mila Jovovich in that?
Yes.
That character would be funny to put into this.
That would be a fun one, to do as a funnier episode.
Right. Let us know if you want to see some characters from Zoolander in the Does It Goth evaluations. Question number 8. Does Selene have a fascination with dark objects and or death?
Now, of course, her being a vampire kind of puts her in the...
Right.
There is one check mark in this one, but I mean, like
vampiric items, I didn't really see her with any. It's very cyber goth, like the entire vampire tribe there. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't say so. She doesn't necessarily have an obsession with death.
Right.
Yeah. So I don't think she gets that point.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with that one.
Yeah. What's question number 9 though?
Question number 9 is she immortal or inhuman? And vampire. She's lived for about 400 years. Yes.
Do we have to say anything else about the fact that she is immortal? Not really. The fact that she has ghost white skin, beautiful vampiric eyes, and the fact that she is immortal. No, we don't have to say anything else. She is a vampire, so she definitely gets that point. Question number 10. Does Selene listen to or become influenced by the goth music and subculture scene?
Now,
that is always a hard question, except if someone was born before. The subculture scene,
because the thing is, I could be misremembering this. In her room in the first Underworld movie, in her room in the mansion, she did have a record player in there, I think. So we don't know what's on that record player.
We don't know.
We don't know what she's listening to in her spare time.
All I'm saying is this, and I really kind of want to give her this point. All I'm saying is this. Sure, she's 400 years old. But look where she's living in that current moment, and look at how she dresses. They weren't dressing like that 400 years ago. So she had to get that style from somebody. Record player, movie number 1. I'd say she's influenced a little bit by it, but we don't have enough proof.
Yeah, we try to keep it as pretty definitive yes or no's for this one. I don't think we have enough to give this one.
Right. Tell us what you guys think. Is Selene a legitimate goth or not? How many points has she gotten so far?
Right now, she has 6 points, which puts her on the low end of gothic.
Wow. Look at that. She didn't hit goth, but she at least hit gothic. Again, I ask you, Will. Does Selene goth?
I think absolutely she does. Unfortunately, she had a couple minuses against her, but I think that's more for the sake of her being a warrior and having to blend in with the rest of humanity, where maybe there are some other vampires in that timeline that might have more of these going for them, but for someone who has to go into battle on a nightly basis, you got to keep something simple, and unfortunately, that gives her the gothic rating for us.
And, you know, it kind of reminds me of, you know, other episodes that we've done about vampires. Let's say Blade, right? You know, it kind of reminds me, and I can compare this to Blade. You know, he can kind of seem goth, but he's not goth enough. You know, he's definitely gothic. You know, he wears a lot of black. He is a vampire. He you know, he
has
did all
tattoos.
Right. It's just the same thing as Selene. It's just Selene is a little less tatted and stands out a little less than Blade does.
There's a certain what's the right word? There's a certain what is the right word? Like there's a certain aesthetic to being gothic,
right?
That again, that a lot of these warrior type characters just say, "Oh, I don't have time for that. I'm focused on my job.
I don't have time to get a nose piercing or to get a tattoo of a bat." You know, like right. Well, I would say that she's definitely gothic. You know, 6 out of 10 points. Selene, you are branded as gothic, so congratulations to Selene. A little bit about what's going on with the Does It Goth show. Right now, I'm in the process of moving, so my studio is going to be changing a little bit. Obviously, like the angle's a little different, my camera's a little different. I packed up everything already, so bear with me. I beg you guys, bear with me, and
we're going punk rock for this episode.
Right, right. I'm wearing the pink. Hey, in my defense, here we go. I've got my leather jacket. It was too hot. I'm in a different spot. The AC's not blowing on me. So bear with me, guys, and will bear with me. I'm sorry.
Of course. I'll accept it this time.
Hey, you know what? I accept your acceptance. So we do hope that you guys enjoyed the video, and we ask that you do a couple things for us. Shoot a silver bullet into that like button, sink your fangs into the subscribe button, and please share this bloody video with the rest of your friends who are also very gothic and into dark things.
And be sure to follow us on social media. Tell us what you'd like to see in the next episode, and let us know what you thought of this episode in the comment section below. All links will be provided in the description, so until the next video, stay gothic, YouTube.